going on? It's your boy Big Diesel. You know what it is. Big Diesel TV. So, I'm going to be quick with this one. This is a video about getting 34 to 3,800 miles in a week. Can't be done. That's a lie. That's a MILF. You know, these companies don't want you to get that, let alone doing it at Swift Transportation. I did it. Not only did I do it, I've done it on multiple consistent basis where this is a norm for me. I want to tell you guys how I made $1,000+ at Swift Transportation for 2 years. Part of it solo, another part of it driving with a team. But let's talk about the solo side of things. I was told you can't get those kind of miles. Those miles don't exist. They're just not going to run you like that. I'm here to debunk that. And I'm going to give you my tips and, little tactics I use to get me on through. I'm going to use loose numbers. I'm not going to use my direct numbers. I'm going to use loose numbers. But I'm just give you a general sense of what I'm talking about. We're going to start this off on a Monday morning. That way we're starting off on even keel ground. So Monday morning, I'm going to pick up a load, and I'm going to ask my dispatcher to get me a load for 1,000+ miles. He's going to get me a load for 1,100 miles. Let's just say that. He gets me a load for 1,100 miles. Monday morning, and it is, 90 miles deadhead, right? So I go 90 miles down the road. I go pick up this trailer. Most of Swift Transportation's loads are drop and hook. So for this example, I'm going to give you a little bit of drop and hook. In the next example, I'll give you some live and live loads, live unloads, and how you can still obtain these numbers. So with the drop and hook, I'm going to go pick it up. Boom. So when I get there, I'm already wasted 2 hours. We're going to give it take 2 hours. 90 miles, I know it should be a little less than 2 hours, but we're going to give it 2 hours. 2 hours is wasted here. Boom. So now I have 9 hours left on my clock. So I'm going to get 500 miles out that day. That's my goal. 500 miles out that day off that 1,100. So let's say I obtain that. That's with traffic, so on and so forth. I might get more than 5. We're going to go with 5. So 500 miles I get, right? This is going at 64 miles per hour. So I bust down those 500 miles. The very next day, I'm going to bust down at 600. Leaving me with roughly an hour and a half left of drive time. So it's a drop and hook. 2 hours before I get there, I'm calling my dispatch. Hey, can we get another load? Hopefully get me something with 1,000+ miles that I can pick up that doesn't have to be delivered until Thursday. Keep in mind, it's Tuesday. So he's going to get me a load. I'm going to go pick it up. Wednesday morning, I got a fresh clock and all my hours to drive that day. Per se, but Diesel, what happens if I can't pick up that load? What happens if it's too far away? Fine, bro. Drive as far as you can get, close as you can get, once he gives you that pre-plan, and you shut down, wake up Wednesday morning, go inside, get the load. Same difference. Same difference. So now, I'm going on down the road. I'm going to get 680 miles out that day. That's my goal. 680 miles. Why not 700? Because of traffic and so on and so forth. So I'm going to get 680 miles out that day. After that 680, guys, this is important. I'm going to shut it down. Thursday, I should be able to take it in, leaving me with 2 to 3 hours of drive time, depending on how many miles that was. Let's say it was 1,000. So now I'm at 2,100 miles for the week. 2,100 miles, and it's Thursday. So of course I want to pick up something and deliver it Friday, right? No. That's definitely not what you want to do. What you want to do then is call and say, hey, it's end of Thursday. I have 3 hours left on my drive clock, 2, whatever. I was thinking we get something big over the weekend. Can you see if you can find me a load going, 17, 16, 15, 14, shit, 1,000 miles. We'll take it. Let's go with 1,000. No, let's go with 1,200. So give me something for 1,200 over the weekend. Keep in mind, it's only Thursday. You got 2 or 3 hours left on your clock. He says, fine. You creep on over to the block and you find one. Boom, you get it. You take it down the road. You park, right? So let me stop right here. What's really going to help you in these scenarios is getting away from having to park at a truck stop. You guys got to get away from that. You're not going to make your money always going to a truck stop. You have to start putting food in your truck, get a microwave, invest in your, you know what I'm saying, in your livelihood in this truck. That way you don't have to park at a truck stop. Point being point, I'm at a Walmart. Other trucks are here at a Walmart. This is what you do when you're trying to make money. So now let's back to it. So you got this load for 1,200 miles. You just picked it up. Friday morning, you got time to drive. So you bust down, I don't know, 680. Wouldn't that be smart? The next day, you bust down that final 520 and you take it in Saturday. Now, you only drove 520, so you got an ass of time left to drive, right? But you're there. Let's say, per se, you was 1,500 miles. So you get, I don't know, within 120 miles away from this place. So we just bumping up the miles just to show you that it's the same concept. You're going to shut it down after you start driving Saturday. You're not going to move. Sunday is your reset day. You're going to reset your clock from Saturday to Sunday. Monday morning, let's say you're 120 miles out and they got to be delivered at 8 o'clock. You need to leave at 5. Not 6. Oh, it's only 2 hours away, Diesel. No. You need to be always an hour ahead of your time. Always. Because that accounts for any kind of BS you could, experience along the way. So let's back to it. Let's say we did the 15, which left you with that little bit of time and you didn't get to take it all the way in, and you hightail there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, Diesel, I started my clock already. Well, once you get there, you're going to, let's say it's a drop and hook. God forbid it's not a drop and hook and it's a live unload. Cool. I'm calling my dispatcher and I'm communicating. Hey, bro, I'm here. I'm ready to roll. Can you find me something for 1,000 plus miles? What you just did, though, for the rest of your week, what you just did, and this is why you want 1,000 plus, 900 plus, 800. This is why you want the big load, the big load, the big load. Or you can do the same thing with small loads. It's the same concept. 500 today, 500 the next day, 500 the next day, 500 the next day. Friday, the main day, the thing you need to keep in mind. Friday, I do not want a load where I pick up and drop off the next day. Friday, I need a big load. Why is that? You just started off your week with 1,500 miles. So per se, you chip the rest of the week 500 miles every day. 500 miles. You are now at 3,500 miles by Friday.
Turn right on Sporting Green Drive and then turn left in 520 feet.
I gave you that example, and that's loosely. So, once again, you can play with the numbers. You can say, well, Diesel, what if you're at a live unload? You only got this many times. What if one day you only get 400? The next day you only get 700. The next day after that you only get 300. And the next day after that you get 900. It's still going to work itself out. Because the main thing you're doing is that weekend load. That's what's going to jumpstart you to, boom, boost you up. So now, for 3 consistent weeks, you want to run like this. Run like that. Don't go home. Don't go home. When you go home, Swift used to cut their week off on Friday. So I would go home on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Keep in mind, I had that big load over the weekend, 1,500 miles. Monday, 500 miles. Tuesday, 500 miles. Wednesday to get home, 300 miles. That means while I was home, I still made a really big check. When I come back on the road Monday, I'm still going to get 2,000 plus miles. You understand? So I'm never losing big chunks of money and coming back to a check of like $130. That's not happening. No, it's not happening. You understand what I'm saying? So, I guess not to get off track, man. What I'm trying to tell you guys is, it's a way to run out here where you maximize your time, but also you get the most out of the time you're out here. And it's all about setting yourself up. So I hope this video helps people, man. I might not explain everything to the T. I'm not trying to take so long on these videos, but if you got any questions, any concerns, hit me up. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? It's KingDiesel@gmail.com. KingDiesel1018@gmail.com. I apologize. But Big Diesel TV, man, hit me up. Let me know what you guys think. If by any sorts you feel like what I'm saying can't be done, or that's not logical, that only happens if, I get it. I'm all about, I understand pessimism. I understand you don't want to look at it in my view and you think that it can't be done. I understand. But I'm telling you it can be done because I've done it on a constant basis. On a constant basis. And I was with Swift and I went through that. So I can tell you with Swift, I never brought home nothing under $1,000 a week. Brought home after taxes. I was making what owner ops were making before taxes. So, man, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Big Diesel. Spread the love, share, like, you know what I'm saying? If you have any comments, questions, even the haters, I love you guys. Salute.